Yo, yo, what's going on, everybody? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? It is your boy Jarell, better known as Life Coach Jarell, and it is April the 20th, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it is April 20th. So, happy Self Care Sunday, happy Resurrection Sunday, happy Easter for those who celebrate. And I guess for people that smoke weed, happy 420 day. I guess that still is a thing, right? No judgment, no judgment, no judgment, because hey, we all do things that bring us some level of relief, happiness, and joy. So once again, we don't pass judgment over here. We just love people, and yeah, we just love on people. So, for everyone joining the podcast, once again, my name is Jarell, better known as Life Coach Jarell, and welcome to Evolving with Life Coach Jarell. I know you guys have been wondering, like, where's the new podcast? Like, what's going on? Where is Jarell? And hey, nothing's really been going on. Just been kind of living my life, and having fun, just simply in that. But before I get into today's podcast segment, I do want to say thank you again to everyone that has been supporting me, everyone that has been sharing the podcast, everyone that has been really giving me really, really good feedback and holding me accountable. Shout out to my friend Derek. Shout out to my friend Artist. Shout out to Tania. Shout out to Julian. Just shout out to a lot of people out there that have just really, really, really been showing me love. I really appreciate that. It means a lot. And for any of you all that are out there listening and you are a part of the podcast family here with Evolving with Life Coach Jarell, be sure that you guys kind of reshare the content, repost it and tag me in it on my social media so that I can definitely give you a shout out. But but yeah, so life, you know how like some people say life has been lifing? Like for me, life hasn't been lifing in a horrible way, right? Life has just been, I guess you can kind of say my life has just been going on, right? Um, I know it's been a minute, so I did celebrate my 40th birthday on March the 30th. So happy birthday to me. Pew, 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 pew. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I hit the big 4-0. And I can honestly say I celebrated and did everything that I wanted and needed to do. And that's what it really came down to for me. I was like, I really want to be in a place of happiness, a place of peace, a place of love, a place of rejuvenation, a place of just bountiful peace and love that is not forced, interactions that's not forced, anything like that. Just all good energy and good vibes. So I think I want to say I'm happy and I'm blessed and thankful to everyone that came to the celebrations, everybody that sent the text message wishing me a happy birthday. Even to the ones that didn't text or didn't say anything, but you knew it was my birthday and you still didn't damn say nothing. No love lost, no feelings hurt, anything like that. But I'm pretty sure you thought about me in some type of way. So even if you thought about me on my birthday, I appreciate that. It is what it is. I'm not a negative person, not a mean person. So yeah, no biggie. Um, and yeah, so since then, I think I've done a podcast since then. You guys know I started a new position in my company, so I am now a senior trainer for the company that I work for. And this is a position that when I first started working for my company and I went off to training, I was like, I want to do what they're doing. Like, that's a very laid back job. Coaching and teaching and training is something that I absolutely love to do, right? And I was like, that is what I want to do. I want to do that. And I just celebrated actually my 7th year work anniversary on April the 16th. So woohoo to me. 7 years of completion, the number seven. Seven was my line number when I was online for Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated. Shout out to the bros of 1914. Go Bob. And yeah, so just to see 7 years at my company is really, really huge. And also, I'm one person where I don't hop jobs, right? Usually, when I find a good job and or a career and it's really, really working out for me, I stay for the long haul. I do pretty well. So I can say right now my company is being good to me, and I'm definitely blessed and thankful for the opportunities that have come my way, and I look forward to seeing what else God has in store for me. And once again, just trying to keep my energy pure, right? Trying to keep my mental pure, trying to really, really focus on some things that I deeply want to work on in order to be a better version of myself. So, yeah, so today's podcast, I'm just very much so in this space and place of I, yeah, I know I do self care Sunday, right? So I'm doing self care Sunday today, and I'm having a really good time. If you guys don't know, which I'm pretty sure y'all don't know, some of my friends do know. Sometimes, like one of my guilty pleasures as far as a TV show is watching the TV show Hoarders. It used to come on years ago on AE, and the show is just so fascinating to me, right? Um, Fascinating in the sense of sometimes how not having conversations, not properly grieving, molestation, rape, feelings of abandonment, lack of guidance, lack of support, lack of being heard, lack of being loved, um, feeling that you cannot move forward in life. And once again, death, mourning, grieving, avoidance. I watch those shows because it really shows a depiction of mentally and internally what we can be going through as people and how it manifests on the outside, right? And that's something I want you guys to think about that. Think about the things that you are mentally, spiritually, psychologically, maybe financially going through, and think about how it is showing up on the outside. How is it showing up in your reality? Could it be in the way that you take care of yourself? Could it be in the choices and decisions that you make as an individual? Could it be the friends that you choose to hang around? Could it be the toxicity of a relationship or family members? Could it be your choice in men or women? Could it be the jobs you pick or choose? Could it be that substance that you feel that you cannot, kind of in a sense, break away from or you can't lose hold from? Could it be just your mental thoughts and how you treat others, right? And so just watching the TV show and seeing a lot of the things that happen to people, accountability, excuses, um, giving up, it really hurts my heart. But there are moments and times within the show where I see that sometimes all people need is a push. Sometimes all people need is help, right? I was watching this episode today, and this lady was like, "Oh, I can't get rid of this stuff, and some of this stuff belongs to my mom, and this stuff is very precious, and you just can't throw my stuff away." And someone asked the important question, one of the therapists, and they was like, "Well, if these items or these things that your mother who's passed away are so important and they are so valuable, why do you have them laying around in trash? Why do you have them just laying on the ground? Because verbally you're telling me that they mean a lot, but your actions and where they are and the upkeep of where you are around this precious thing says something totally different." And by watching that show and hearing that, I had to take a moment to do some inner work, right? Had to take a moment to ask myself, like, hey, how are things that I consider to be valuable and precious to me, am I really taking care of them? Do I have those things surrounded in negativity, around mess, around drama, around excuses, abandonment? What do those things look like? Now, once again, like, no, my house is not nasty. We're not talking about that, but I'm talking about other things. Like, for one, like my energy. Am I allowing my energy to be around people and choices and decisions that protect, nurture, and feed my energy? My time. Am I giving my time to things and people and activities that will nourish me and will help me grow, will help me become a better person. My happiness is my happiness surrounded around things and people, choices and decisions that don't really make me happy. And if they are, like Jarell, what are you going to do about that? And I speak freely about high blood pressure. I do suffer from hypertension. And, I have this daily, weekly struggle mentally with myself, right? And it's like, there are certain things where I'm like, oh, I know I shouldn't be eating this. Oh, but I took my medicine this morning. Like, I think I'll be okay. Like, just watch it. But it's like, I've been having this feeling like I'm playing it too safe. Like, I don't want to be teeter tottering. And it's like, I keep telling myself, like, Jarell, you're not playing with your health. You are conscious. You eat salads and fruits and vegetables and things like that. But it's kind of like that decision of just saying, Jarell, there are just certain things that you just need to completely cut out. And so in those moments, I ask myself, well, about my health. Do I have my health in the best light? Am I cherishing my health and putting it on a pedestal and taking care of it and surrounding it around proper foods and exercise and liquids and things like that that will nourish my health? Or am I indulging or partaking in certain things that are just kind of like, this may not be good? And so, once again, this is evolving with Life Coach Jarell is about me being way more personal, right? Me really, really digging deep within myself and hopefully helping and sharing it with someone. And I was telling a friend this morning, when I lived in Arkansas, a lot of my friends and things that I have, like Wesley and Mariko and Michael, um, there are friends that I've had for years and years and years where um, our friendships are just solid. They are what they are. There's no questioning around it. And they're beautiful. They're loving. They're kind. They're giving. They're inspirational. They're supportive, right? And sometimes I feel like I've been trying to find it here in Charlotte. And I've met some really, really kind, nice, and beautiful people, right? But sometimes I still struggle and battle with like, have I really, really found my tribe? And I can honestly say within myself or with myself, I'm very, very quick to be by myself because in the past, I've learned to truly 100% enjoy my own company, you know? My own company is stress free, is drama free. I do what I want to do when I want to do it. It's no judgment. Um, I don't have to accommodate anybody. Like it's just about me. And that is just a feeling that I'm absolutely loving and I'm enjoying. So I get really finicky when I feel like I have to give that up in hopes of praying that I may hang around people or be around groups or situations that will not interrupt my peace and interrupt my energy. So I've been really telling myself, like, there are some things that I really need to just let go of. There are some things that I really need to make peace with. There are also some things that I need to pick up. I need to make a part of my everyday life. There's some energy that I need to move around. There may be some energy that may be stagnant. Um, there may be some choices that I may need to make that I just need to sit in. I may need an accountability partner. I may need a couple of them, with some things. And I'm very much so big on like, I really, 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 like, I want to live. Not saying that I'm not living right, but I want to live. And I want to live in a way that's healthy, that's smart, that's safe, that's kind, that's beautiful, that's light, right? That's so good and so rewarding. Once again, not saying that I'm not already living those things, but I think I just want more of, you know, I want more of happiness, more of love, more of peace. And I'm sitting in my bedroom right now and I'm in my sunroom and I bought this yellow chair back in December. It's kind of like a chase lounge chair, and it has like a footstool to it, and like the back reclines. And I bought it for my bedroom for Self Care Sunday. Yeah, I know I celebrate my Self Care Sunday, and today I was laying on the couch watching Hoarders, and I was like, I really need to get up and I need to, do my self care. So I got up and turned the shower on, and I let the shower run for about 10-ish minutes. Got a really, really nice steam shower. Had some good lo-fi music. I take that back. Actually, I had my self-care Sunday playlist playing, which I honestly have not played. I probably haven't played my self-care Sunday playlist in about 2 months, I'm going to say, because I've been really, really heavy on lo-fi music. And I had my candles lit, and I really just took some time and did a full like body cleanse while in the shower. Used my cocoa and shea soap. Came behind that with my cocoa and shea moisturizer. I did a really, really good vanilla and Himalayan salt sugar scrub on my entire body. And then I went into my skin routine and really took advantage of that. Did my face mask, my exfoliating, my oils, my sunscreen, moisturizers, and uh, blemish removers and things like that. And then I oiled and lotioned up my entire body and my feet, and I put on my silk kimono. And I was like, I'm missing something, right? And you got to pay attention to your energy. Your energy will tell you, especially when you're in days and moments of just simply relaxing, your mind and your body will tell you when you're missing something. And I was like, I'm missing something. I'm missing something. So it was a specific necklace that I was looking for that held space and held energy for me, in which I needed. And I feel like that necklace brought me this energy of like India Ari, Eric Benet, Erica Badu, very Xavier Omar, just very, very zen, right? And once I put that necklace on and I put on my playlist and I got in my chair, I was like, something is still missing. So I had my eucalyptus and spearmint candle burning in the front room. And so I was like, okay, I need an incense, burn the incense. Then I was like, what's missing? What's missing? And I was like, I need some tea. I love brewing tea. Went in there and brewed up a cup of sweet tangerine positive energy tea. Sat down and I was like, something's missing. And then it hit me. It was like, Jarell, you hadn't been journaling. I was like, oh, I need to catch up on my journaling. So I put on some really, really good music. And once I kind of caught up on the journal, because I was about a week behind, maybe, I realized that there are certain days in the month of April of 2024 that I didn't journal. And that started to make me feel really, really, really bad about myself. And I was like, here's another example of being inconsistent. But then I was like, hey, let's not be hard on ourselves. Let's give ourselves some grace. And I am learning this whole thing with giving myself some grace and not being so hard on myself. It's a challenge every single day because I wake up certain times of the day and I'm like, or certain times of the week or the month, and I'm like, I feel like I should be here. I feel like I should be doing this. I shouldn't be back at this point again. And that's one thing that I do love about this journal that I have. It's a 5-year journal, a question a day for 5 years. So basically, and I may have talked about this on another podcast, but it's a journal from 2020 to 2025. It asks a new question every day for 365 days. Once you complete the last day of the end of the year, you start all the way back over for the year or for your next year. And the questions are the same every year, but it's just a way for you to see how your mind will change, how you grow, what areas you still struggle in. And I realized today that there were some areas when I kind of went back and filled in uh, this week, some days that I was behind. I realized there were some really good areas of improvement in my life. And there were also some areas of, what's the word I'm looking for? Revolving. Like it's just a revolving door. It's like I keep struggling in this area. And one thing about me, or one area that I'm going to be honest with that I struggle in, is always consistency with working out and going to the gym and eating clean. And I can say for me, it's so hard because I love food and I love to cook. And it could be one of those things in my mind where I feel like certain food just has to be cooked a certain way. Certain seasonings just have to be used. And it's just one of those things where it's like, it's just something that I've just been doing my whole entire life. And this is where change comes in. And I'm like change probably is going to look like I can eat the same foods, but I can't use the same seasons. I can't use the same ingredients. Will it taste the same? Will it this? Will it that? And so when all of those questions start to pile in and start to come in, it's like, you know what? I don't even want to deal with it. So it's like I table it. And that's what I'm learning about myself in the year of 40. I table things. I table things in the sense of I'll get back to them. I'll get back to them. And watching the TV show Hoarders, I'm like, am I hoarding my growth? Am I hoarding stalling? Am I hoarding procrastination? Because physically, what a lot of those people do on the show, they see projects, they have items, they purchase things, and they're like, "Oh, I'll wear it, I'll get to it, I'll fix it, I'll donate it, I'll this," and they never get back to it. And so there are certain things that I realize in my life that I start that sometimes I never really get back to, and it's like I have to be very, very careful with that because that can become a thing, right? And it's like there are some things in my life that I start and I complete like with no issues or problems. And then there are others where I'm just kind of like I don't really know if this is something that I want to do. I don't know if this is something that I want to hang on to. Or here's one that I've been learning lately. I don't know if this is something that I want to continue to hold on to in this season of my life. Like, can I let this go? Like the ability to hold on to something and to have something just to say I have it. That's been a struggle for me, right? And a lot of those things sometimes are things that I've had really great ideas about, podcasts, websites. Um, it could be like something really, really small, like a business project or something that I really want to do. And it's like I'll start on it and then I'll stop and then I'll table it. And then it's like when people ask me about it, I'm like, okay, I know I need to be doing this. And it's this sense of like shame. It's this sense of feeling like people are like, you have this gift, you have this talent, and you're sitting on it. Why aren't you doing it? And it's like, I've been really taking time to do the work to figure out why am I not 100% moving in these areas of my life? I can no longer blame it on work because I have a job or really a career and a position right now where it's like very laid back. I have the time. It's like why can't I move in that area? Why can't I do those things? What's that about? Why can't I be consistent with journaling? Why can't I be consistent with my meditation and my prayer? Why can't I be consistent with eating clean and working out and being healthy and doing those things? And it's like, why is it so easy to do the things that are sometimes not good and not healthy for you versus the things that are? So once again, it's just that whole area of my life of giving myself grace and asking the necessary questions and being okay and open for the answers. Um, but what I am learning more and more about myself is that I I've been groomed and taught by my parents to to finish everything. Everything you start, you need to finish. Everything you start, you need to finish. And for me, I'm learning now that sometimes recognizing when something is energetically finished versus physically finished. There are just certain things where I'm like, energetically wise, I'm tapped out. I have nothing more to give it. I energetically am no longer interested in it. But then I'm looking at the physical product of it possibly being an unfinished project. But in my mind, I'm just kind of like, why stay in something that I'm not happy in? Why continue to put time and effort into something that I just don't want to be bothered with? So now I'm starting to give myself permission to say, this is enough. I've had enough. I've done enough. I've worked enough. And you know what? It was fun while it lasted, but I don't think I want to put more energy into this. But then also being able to say that if this comes back around again and I want to pick it back up, that is 100% absolutely okay. Now, once again, I'm not just starting stuff and not doing it, starting stuff and not finishing. Like, no, it's just very much so like sometimes I'm like, energetically, nothing's moving. And that's one thing about the podcast. You know, my podcast is not like a 9 to 5. It's not like I'm like, I got to have something to talk about every week. And it's just like sometimes energetically in the way that my life is moving and me maybe not having time to and for myself, the messages and the lessons and the podcast energy can't come through because there's this time of clutter, right? But now that I am embracing Self Care Sunday, I'm living in it, I'm having fun today, I'm relaxing, I'm letting the sun rays and the vibes like nourish my body and my intellect and my spirit and my mind, and drinking numerous cups of tea and smelling the scents of candles and incense and listening to music and watching certain TV shows. Like I'm allowing myself and my body to be completely rejuvenated. And it's like Self Care Sunday is my photosynthesis. Like photos, like I that's what it is for me. And sometimes I'm just so sacred about my Self Care Sunday, and I'm grateful for it. So once again, this message is for people out there that are you're forcing yourself to get back in the swing of something. You're forcing yourself to pick that project back up. You're forcing and you're forcing. And it's just like the more you force, the more you get agitated and irritated from it. Like, and you, it's like you have to bash yourself to do it. I would encourage you guys to do a little bit more work to figure out what that's about. And energetically and spiritually, financially, if you're just not there, be okay with not being there right now. It does not mean that you are a failure. It does not mean that you're a horrible person. It does not mean that you're crappy. It just sometimes means just not right now. And sometimes a lot of us need time, space, and energy to do nothing because the majority of our life and our days and our weeks and our months and our years are filled with always doing something. So when we're not doing something, we feel like we should be doing something. And the body is saying, please don't do anything else. Can you just give me time to repair? Can you give me time to heal? Can you give me time to rest? Because I need this. So listen to your body, listen to your energy, listen to your soul, listen to your mind. Replenish, rejuvenate, and re enter. So, guys, that's all I got for you all today on this episode of Evolving with Life Coach Jarell. I am I'm truly, truly, truly excited because um I'll actually be traveling to Bali. I leave on April 30th, and that Bali has been my dream trip since like 2017, 2018. So that's my birthday gift to myself, and I'm so excited and ready to go and to get on the plane and get to the resort and just to start this new chapter of my life of figuring it out in my 40s. And I'm looking forward to every morning. I'm looking forward to the people, the air, the food, the culture, the silence, the time change and the difference, and a lot of me time, a lot of reading, a lot of journaling. Um, a part of me feels like that's where the chapter will really begin. It's starting now, but I feel like Bali is going to be some type of shift and change for me that I didn't know that I needed. But deep down in the inside, I knew that it was going to come. So you guys wish me safe travels. Um, I'm thinking about taking my podcast equipment over there, and I may end up like recording a podcast like every single day, um, and seeing how that goes and how that works. So we'll see. But once again, thank you guys so much for the love and the support. And I hope this podcast segment has helped, blessed, or helped people to just take a little pressure off your plate and to teach yourself how to be just a little bit more kinder to yourself, give yourself some grace. And it's okay to relax. It's okay to rest. And it's okay to say no. And it's okay sometimes to simply do nothing. So now that the weather is changing around the world, y'all make sure y'all go out there, touch some grass, inhale, exhale, release, and love yourself and others a little bit more than you did today. I love you guys so much, and until next time.